Out doing tomatoes again. Look at that tomato. That is just one giant tomato. I can't believe how big that is. It's like 3 of them joined together or something. They just grew that way. That's how you know you're growing heirloom tomatoes, because the hybrid varieties don't do that. There you go. That's a real tomato right there, folks. Today processing yet another, I don't know, what, 50, 60 pounds of tomatoes. There's a full bucket there, a full bucket there. Those right there are getting ready to be peeled, and that's what the young man here, Joshua, is about ready to do. He peeled those tomatoes, and these are getting ready to go into the boiling water so that we can peel the skins off of those. And then there's the fire again with the boiling pots of water. And so this is what we're processing today. This is probably our last big batch. We've done this 3 times now. Put up probably close to 120, 130 pounds of tomatoes so far, I think, this year. We got lots of jars, lots and lots of jars of tomato paste and tomato sauce and just tomato paste. Or I'm sorry, not tomato paste. What is it?
Tomato sauce. Well, spaghetti sauce, stewed tomatoes, and salsa.
Salsa. So lots of salsa. I love the salsa, by the way. It's very good.
My mommy likes the tomatoes.
Mommy likes the tomatoes. And so we're really going to be disappointed when this season's over and all the tomatoes are gone, because we love eating the fresh tomatoes, and we've had more tomatoes this year than we ever thought we'd ever have. And so it's just been a great harvest.
Today we're gonna make a chunky tomato sauce. We're just gonna peel them, and then we're gonna skip the food mill altogether, but we're gonna chop them up and then reduce them down so it's kind of like a chunky tomato sauce. And then we'll probably use that for pizza and flavor it as spaghetti sauce and stuff like that later.
So that's what we're doing today. It's tomato day again.
Tomato day.
Tomato day. That there is fire roasted tomato sauce. Or what will be fire roasted tomato sauce. So Caleb woke up early from his nap, and so Jamie left me to look over the fire. And I don't know how many jars she's got in there, but this is probably one of the last harvests of tomatoes that we're going to have for the season. There's still some tomatoes, a lot of tomatoes over there that we're probably going to pick, but we'll probably just eat those, or maybe we'll sun dry them or something. But this is probably our last. We've done about 3 or 4 harvests, I think, of tomatoes that we've canned. This is just a water bath canning. It's mostly acidic, and so we've added some lemon juice. So this is just going to be a water bath. We're using the pressure canner to do the water bath with, that's a lot of tomatoes. We did about 80 pounds of tomatoes today. It was gigantic, the amount of tomatoes we pulled from the garden. So I don't know how many jars are in there, but it's a lot. Jars you got in there?
I got 10 quarts on the bottom, and I have 13 pints on the top. I actually could have fit probably 2 more pints if I'd had more tomatoes. But
so it was like 80 pounds of tomatoes we pulled out today.
Yeah.
And then we rendered it down for about how many hours before we put them in the jars?
Let's see.
Like
about
3?
2.5.
2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we rendered it down quite a bit to fit them in all the jars, and then they're ready to go. They'll be ready to go soon in the pantry.
Yeah, probably about 10 more minutes in the water bath. I just wanted to say something. I've got this huge big jar of citric acid, and when we were in the city, I found a recipe for making natural dishwashing detergent for a dishwasher. Well, this was one of the ingredients, and so I was trying to do more natural cleaning products, and so I bought this big huge jar of citric acid, and I think it was maybe $20, but I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the price in a long time. Well, I only used a little bit of it because I actually didn't like the dishwashing detergent and how it worked in my dishwasher. But I was so grateful I got this stockpiled because I'll be able to do a lot of tomato canning with this citric acid. You actually just use half the amount that you would for bottled lemon juice. And it's probably gonna last me forever. I've only used a little bit of it this canning season. So I definitely recommend, if you're into canning, that especially tomatoes, that you would stock up on this citric acid. It's a great thing to have in your pantry.